In the dating context, okay? Not the fact that you were an hour late and you were an hour 30 minutes late. Just in general, we're talking about being late, right? So I think you were making the point that...
The point is that it's a stereotype for a reason that women are always late.
Is it justified, though?
No. I think it's a legit stereotype, but
I think it's a stereotype, but...
You said that men should be more patient and more accepting of women being late to dates.
Well, often, like, a male is rushing a woman to get ready when they have somewhere to go.
Let's talk about first
if you're
date,
in a
though.
Relationship.
Okay. The men are... Is that your experience that you've had in your relationships? The guys rushing you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They have somewhere to go.
And your position is, though, men should be more patient.
Not all men.
Shouldn't it be women should just be on time? Shouldn't that be the
stance? Yeah.
But not all women are not on time.
Do you think that women can help
that.
it? Like, do you think that it's like a disability?
No.
Yes.
I mean, I get that it's a stereotype. It happens a lot, but like,
I mean, it's a stereotype for a lot of things. It's also a stereotype for yoga teachers. Like, every single one of my yoga teachers and mentors were always late for things.
Oh yeah, the hippie people.
But it's just one of those things, right?
I'm gonna run like the most fucking ruthlessly yoga business and be like, yo, you gotta fucking show up on time. Get into fucking downward dog right now.
Drop it, give me 20.
Let me see your fucking tree pose, motherfucker. On time.
In front of the class with a paddle.
No, I'm good on that.
Aren't they pretty crazy? Don't they usually charge you if you're late?
So one of the
classes
previous messages, they were asking, well, how late is too late? So maybe we can go around the table on this, get everybody's input. What's too late?
Too late where they're also not texting you?
Let me prompt it like this. So like, let's say you're you're meeting up with a guy, first date, and how long would you wait before just leaving?
Yeah, I'd probably wait like 20 minutes.
Yeah, probably 20 minutes.
If they were communicating with me, I'd wait a little bit longer, but yeah, I'd give them like 15 before I bounced.
Mm-hmm.
30 minutes.
30, okay. What about you?
Yeah, I'd say 20 with no communication if I'm hearing via text.
Wait, Maddie.
Maybe 30.
I need you to be like...
Maybe 30.
I need you to get a whip, Maddie.
Paddle.
The paddle, yeah.
The paddle.
You need to be on her like
Right.
white on rice.
Speaking to the
She's
mic.
got to be fucking talking into the
Put some
mic.
tape.
Okay.
So I'd say 20 minutes, like just randomly, like no communication. And then if there was communication, I'd say like 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how good the excuse is.
Okay, Maddie, what about
I
you?
honestly say like 10 to 20 minutes because I'm always on time.
It would depend on how much I like the guy, to be honest.
Yeah.
But probably 20 minutes, depending on the situation. But in general, I would probably wait 20 minutes.
Matt, what about you?
without communication, I'm gone in 10 minutes. But if they're texting, which is, I mean,
Legend.
If you search my messages and just type in running late, it's just hilarious how many times it happens. But at least they communicate. So generally, I would say of first dates, 40% are gonna send me that text and be late.
Running
but
late.
if they don't say anything, I'm gonna leave after 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a date where they were running late and you actually did leave?
A girl I was seeing was habitually late.
Habitual late.
It was a thing, and I drew a line, and I said, this doesn't happen anymore. And she was 1 minute late. I had already left.
1 minute.
Fucking Giga Chad.
Yeah, because you should show up early.
Ruthless.
If you know this is a
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
if this is like a consistent thing, it's not like, it was our first date. It was after seeing this person and always kind of going through this for months. I'm like, hey, if you want to keep seeing me, you're going to be early. And even if you sit in your car for 10 minutes ahead of time so we can get to where we're going on time, be on time.
Gotta be on
and
time.
at 6:01, I was out the door. And
Isn't your company like watches and like, I feel like if you're
Yeah.
CEO of a watch company,
that means I
why
should care about time, right?
Right. I don't know.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Look, it's important because guys are the ones basically responsible for setting the date. You set a time. You're the one that's going to deal with the shit if you're late and then the reservation gets canceled and you have to deal with like booking something new. And then, yeah, it's a stereotype, it's a thing, but like we basically are the ones dealing with the repercussions of that.
Yep.
And, I will tolerate like tardiness and stuff, that's like normal. People have human errors, but if it's just all the time, it just means that they're not prioritizing that. What's your time? Like, how long until you leave?
It depends if, I think the polite thing is you're going to know before the planned meet time if you're going to be late 10, 20 minutes before, maybe even longer. So I think you should, as soon as you know you're going to be late, you should give them advance notice, depending on how long you're going to be late. Because that way, if they haven't left yet, you give them an opportunity to be like, oh, I'm going to kick it here for like another 10 minutes. Sometimes it doesn't always get to that point though. So if I'm already there, it's one thing like if I'm like, okay, you want to push it 30 minutes? They let me know 30 minutes beforehand. That's fine. Because then I haven't even arrived yet. That's cool. But if I'm already there and then they're like, oh, I'm running late, but it's before the time we're supposed to meet, I'll give a bit more leeway, maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if they tell me 25, 30, maybe this is kind of like being a dick. I'm just going to leave, and I'm not even going to tell you I'm leaving. You can show up. Oh my God, I'm such a dick. Yeah, fuck you. Okay, I'm just, all right.
How do you respond when they're like, hey, I'm going to, so sorry, I'm going to be 20 minutes late?
How do I respond?
Yeah, like on a first date. Let's say you like her, you guys had good rapport in the dating app, and she says, hey, I'm really sorry, I'm going to be 20 minutes late. Are you like cute about it, or do you let her know you're irritated?
I'm going to see how it goes when she meets in person. So I'd be like, I've had situations, I just want like the smallest token apology.
Right.
If she comes in and she's just like, oh, hey, sorry, I'm late, like, my bad. How's your day going? Da-da-da. But if she doesn't give like a token apology, I'm going to be like, yo. It depends. There's like a totality of the circumstances though. So did she give a heads up?
Right.
That helps. If she's telling me, let's say we're supposed to meet at 7 p.m. and at 7:10, she tells me, hey, I'm going to be there at 7:20, 7:30. Yeah. I'm already here. That's kind of, but then if she's late and I've been there for 10, 20 minutes and she doesn't even just say, you don't need to like be on the floor like begging for forgiveness. Just like oh shoot, sorry I'm late, my bad. How's your day going?
Yeah.
And then we just get into the convo. But if she just shows up and she's like, doesn't even offer up the token apology, I'm not gonna be like a dickhead about it, but I'm just gonna be like, okay, she lacks basic courtesy and etiquette. Because I think if you're late, at least offer up a token.
Yeah, it's
apology.
just respectful of your time.
Yeah, it's just like if I was late, I'd be like, oh, hey, sorry I'm late, my bad.
Do you confirm date plans day of? If it's already locked? Let's say that you do.
Yeah. I'll text and do a little confirmation. But I wonder if we could do an etiquette test on this.
Yeah.
Do you guys?
How so?
I don't know. Do you guys offer the token apology? Do you say, oh, sorry I'm late?
If I'm late, I feel terrible. I got crashed into and I still showed up, but it's super late, and I like felt so bad. But
yeah, if they're like kind of, again, you don't have to be like on your knees begging for forgiveness, but if you just offer like a, acknowledgement, I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. But if it's like I think it's a bad first impression to be 20, 30 minutes late to a first date. And and I've had a time when there's this girl, she told me we're supposed to meet at 7. 7:10 I'm there 5 minutes early. 7:10 she texts me, I'm running late.
Can we please move on donated $100?
We'll do it right after this.
Can they rate themselves 1 to 10?
We'll do it right after this. So I had a date. We were supposed to meet at 7 p.m. I got there 5 minutes early. 7:10, she texts me, oh, I'm going to be late. I'm going to be there in 10 minutes. 7:20, she's not there. I leave. At 7:30, I get a text, where are you? And I just don't respond to her, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, you know what I mean.
I agree with that. I would do that.
You know what I mean.
But also, if you had like, was it the first date?
First date.
If you had really liked this girl, like if you were super excited about it and you had a great rapport over the dating app and texting, and then that happened, you give her a little more leeway?
Oh, I don't like girls until I meet them. I have to meet them first.
Okay.
I never get too invested.
Yeah, that's fair.
So would I give her more leeway if she was like super hot, is that kind of?
I mean, you know, if you have great chemistry over like.
So she was super hot.
Yeah.
Nah, probably. I'd still. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd still probably just dip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I get leaving because, like, honestly, like, that would be disrespectful. But the fact that you were, like, kind of mentioning it, oh, like, I'm kind of getting an ego boost from, like, not answering it, it's kind of, like, problematic. I don't know. Like, it just kind of shows a glimpse of your personality.
Bro, this girl's, she's got it out for me tonight, gentlemen.
But that's just me.
What's the ego boost?
Like, you were like, oh, yeah, I'm going to, like, not even, like, respond back to her when she's like, where are you at? Like, I don't know. Just the way you were saying it, I'm like.
Yeah, you're not worth my time anymore.
Right. There's a way to respect.
Let me ask you.
Like,
So okay, if somebody wrongs you in some sort of way, for example, if I'm gonna break up with a girl and she's done something to disrespect me, she's not owed closure. And I certainly don't owe closure to some girl I've never met in person. You're not owed shit. Women pull that shit all the time. I don't owe you shit. You're not anybody to me. We're not dating. You're not my boyfriend. I don't owe you anything.
I'm just calling out the way you seem to very much enjoy like an ego boost of putting somebody on red on that. So, I mean, I get it. What she did was disrespectful, and I would totally do the same thing too, but I wouldn't be like, oh, I just left her on, or like left him on red and I feel great and that's a dope move, but.
No, it's I mean, if I wanted to really be egotistical about it, I would like play with them even further. I'm just not responding to you. Like have you ever ghosted somebody?
Yeah.
Have you ever blanked somebody, just block them?
Yeah, that's fine.
And it's fine for men.
Right.
If
that's fine too. I'm just calling you out for your expression of like trying to ghost somebody and like feeling great about it. Like, I don't know. You can pull up the little clip when you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
You got me.
Did you say you felt great about it?
Huh?
Did you say you
I
felt
forgot. I mean, I'm
pretty sure
so
you
much.
said, God, I'm such a dick. I don't think that was you expressing that you felt great about it.
I don't think anyone
I know
feels
it's
good
mean.
about.
No, I would rather the date would have just.
And it was just, I don't
proceeded,
know. We can
like,
move on, but go, like, pull back 10 seconds, 20, whatever it was. And it was the first time that he mentioned it. And
I feel like it's
twice.
very. I mean, maybe this is an appeal to hypocrisy, and this isn't actually me engaging you in like non-fallacious argumentation, but like, again, this is an appeal to hypocrisy. You did stab a guy in the neck on a first date.
Right. And
so
I've made comments too.
Don't cast stones in glass houses. Like, okay, I ghosted a girl because she was 30 minutes late to a date.
I'm
a
so
dick.
glad I'm not dating donated $100. Complaining about Brian leaving them on read.
Shit, son.
You literally
read
left
my
someone
mind.
on stabbed.
Complaining about Brian, let me just read this back in case we missed it. Complaining about Brian leaving them on red, you literally left someone on stabbed.
I didn't complain that you left the girl on red, or I would do the same thing. I ghost guys all the time, but I'm just saying, like,
you ghost guys all the time, so why are you complaining?
Yeah, I'm just pointing out a specific, particular manner that you had during the video, and I think it shows more about your personality. I know earlier we were talking about how people like have done mistakes in the past, or are they dateable, are they not dateable, and just wanted to kind of acclimate on that. But you can,
Casada, if you're pissed,
shit. But, you know.
Cool story, bro. Thank you for sharing. Casadia, if you're pissed at me for being 10 minutes late, that's just petty to me. You seem like you would be too sensitive. That's not manly to me. Well, I didn't say 10 minutes. I think I said 20 or 30 minutes. It's not petty. It's like, this is your first impression when it comes to going on a date. Either you don't value my time, like for me, you think it's petty, but something I value in a potential girlfriend, partner, wife, is somebody who's punctual, reliable, stick to commitments. This is your first impression. If I'm dating an adult, like you're an adult, it's not that hard to be on time. Look, I get it. Stuff happens, and I said I would certainly give leeway. You know, something happened. You gave me a heads up. That's more acceptable. And I didn't say 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm dipping. And I would actually say, I'd like to ask the chat. Nick, can you pull up the chat? Yep. Chat. A girl is late to a date. How long do you wait until you leave?
Without communication.
And it's also really disrespectful to the restaurant too, because they plan accordingly with like
Houdini
actual reservations.
406 donated $100. Being late is a major red flag. Have you ever lied about a time to help someone be on time and they are still late?
Yeah. People are saying 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 to 15.
Also-
I think, 10 to 20, that's probably a normal range to be like, yo, this is, bad first impression. I might dip. 10 minutes, 5 minutes. That's, I would wait more than that, but hey, to each their own. Cassadia, if you're pissed at me for being 10 minutes late, that's just petty to me. You seem like you would be too sensitive. That's not manly to me. No, it's not about being too sensitive or being petty. It's just about respect. And if this is going to be your first impression, I mean, you're going to have to, I don't know. Do you have something?
Yeah, I'm not pissed ever either. I just go, okay, good to know now, and I'll set up another date for 30 minutes later, and she'll be on time.
Oh shit!
You should have power move, be on a date with someone else, and
At
she
the same
shows up.
place.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.